All right, it is 4:49, and I think I'm going to be able to do. I just turned the camera on, and I'm just going to let it roll. I'm going to do this door, motor, and regulator replacement like a record. We're just going to go. I'm going to show you how quick it is. It's like easy, easy, easy. Ready? Let's go. All right, get you a flathead screwdriver. I use this one all the time because it's got this little, it's like bent. So it kind of helps me get in some of these areas. You just want to get right in here and twist it a little bit. Right around in here, twist it. There's a couple of clips in here. This piece pops right out. Same thing behind the door handle. By the way, there are tons of videos on how to do this. Do not just use my video. Always watch tons of videos so you know exactly what's going on, because some will kind of get into this and some will kind of get into that. So everyone has their own personality, their way of going about it. This has got to get pulled off. You can actually just pull this thing straight up. Okay, they're just a little plastic clips. They pop right out, no problem. This is going to reveal 1, 2, 3 bolts that keep the door on. There's one more step after that that I'll show you. We're going to make things super easy by using a battery impact and a 10mm socket. The handle have these coarse thread bolts here. This is a fine thread bolt. So if you forget, just go back and look at the video. Remember the fine one goes there. All right, now that that's done, let me go grab my other screwdriver. There's a little notch right up under this door. Okay, right up under here, right around in here, there's a little spot you can get. I've heard people using butter knives. They make plastic door like a trim removal, but you just want to put something in there and pull it back enough to get your fingers in, and then work your way around the door. There's some plastic pieces you're pulling out. One more right there, and then this guy just slides right up like that. It's out. One thing I forgot. You need to get a thing in here so you can pop this loose. Once that comes out, there is a wiring harness that needs to be removed. Sometimes these switches go bad, so if you need to replace just a switch, it's way easier than having to do all this stuff. My windows will not come down at all, either side. I just finished the driver's side, so I've done this at least once before, but these little plastic pieces here, you just pop them out, set this thing aside. Okay, you gotta move this bracket. 3 tins. Piece of cake. All right, so the next step is to remove this plastic piece. It's not plastic, it's like foam. It's like a vapor barrier. You don't have to remove the whole thing. The motor is here and there's a regulator here. That's what we're gonna pull out. So all we gotta do is gently peel it back. It's got this, there's some sealant that's been applied to it to keep it on here. See, we're just going to gently peel that back because we don't want to tear the foam. And if you tear the foam, it's not like the end of the world, but you always, anytime you're doing any project on the home, on a vehicle, you know, if you're a trade person and you do like blue collar work, you always want to try to do stuff as neat and clean as possible. It just shows that you took the time and effort to try to do a good job. Don't just go in here ripping it apart. Oh, it doesn't matter. You know, my truck's a piece of junk. My truck's a piece of junk, but I'm still gonna at least attempt to do somewhat of a quality job. All it takes is me just spending a little more time researching. It's 2020. There are a million videos on basically anything in life. So there's always easy research that can be done. You can learn. All right, so basically right where we need to be. That's good enough. Tuck that away. That's fine. You can even, this is not going to matter. So there's a clip here for the motor. That's out. And you've got 7 bolts. 3 here for the motor. It's connected to the regulator. So if you need a new one, there's really no sense in buying just a regulator. There's no sense in buying just a motor. If you go to Rock Auto, okay, I'm getting so ahead of myself here, aren't I? Let me put this back in. I forgot one quick thing. One quick thing. All right. You need to lower the window down. Turn your key on. Mr. Switch right here. This is the fun part for me because it doesn't work. So I gotta like basically beat on the door to get the window to go down. Actually, my window lock might be on. No, it's not. Great. Oh, see, too ahead of myself. Got to plug the window up. Boom. All right, we're gonna lower it down to right here. I've got 2 10s that are visible. All right, disconnect this again. Disconnect this again. Turn the key off. No sense in wasting that. Right here. No, where am I? Right here. This is gonna want to fall out, so be careful. Drop it. You can probably reach it. Definitely reach it with a magnet. All right. So at this point, when you remove these screws, the window is no longer attached to this mount that goes to the regulator. It is sitting on top of it though. So what I did. Grab my take you a piece of cardboard, fold it in half, make like a wedge, thinner here than it is here. Just take this window, slide it up with your hand, and then take this guy here and just shove it in there. And that'll hold it. We only need it to be there for a few seconds. Just finish zipping these out. Those over there. Alrighty, so now what we're going to do is this motor has a clip here. It's not a clip, it's more like a hanger. We're just gonna reach in, lift it up, and it's gonna slide out. We're gonna get this thing out by laying it sideways, long ways. It comes out just like that. You're literally done pulling it out. Everything from this point is just doing the reverse of what we did, minus putting some seal on this foam spot, which I'm just using some 3M black super weather strip adhesive. Don't know if it's gonna work. That's all I got. So on Rock Auto, getting back to what I was saying, there's no point in just buying this, the motor, or just buying this, the regulator. Just buy the set. I think I got both of them shipped from Rock Auto for like 70 bucks for both doors. That's a pretty good deal. But for installation is reverse of how we put this thing in. Right, that goes on the back side. Yep. So it should be pretty straightforward. We slide this in, get it in, stand it up, put the motor part in first. Just look for those little hooks, those little hanger things. This is a little bit of a tight fit, but perfect, just like that. Now, I would recommend trying to find these. These are not OEM, obviously. I've heard the OEM ones are like $300 a door. That's just for the motors. So they don't actually plug into the motor. It's got a pigtail, but it's the same thing. Just flip it around, put that in there, tuck that guy back in there. And then we're gonna take this regulator here, put us a couple bolts in. That way it'll stay straight. One in the corner, one in the opposite corner. All right, so that's holding there, and then we got one more, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kind of thread these in there so I know they're not getting cross-threaded by bolts from the motor. A little tight right here. It'll fit. You want to try to get that hardest bolt in first. See, the bolt is like rubbing against this. This is probably angled funny, so it's kind of making it sit weird, but it's also not OEM. It is aftermarket, so you get some of that sometimes. These do not have to be like extremely tight. All right. So at this point, let's see, I think we've got everything. We just need to put this back. Nope, we don't. We need to let the window down. It's gonna sit right back where it was. Actually, the regulator on this is way down, so I need to turn the truck back on. It came like that out of the box. So instead of adjusting it manually, I don't even know if you can do that. We're just gonna raise it up. Boom. Perfect. Somehow I have an extra bolt and I'm worried about how the heck that is the case. But I bet you I know what it is too. This bolt here is the bolt we took from there. They look practically the same, but they are not, so I do not want to use that. Nope, it's not that one either. Some of these have Phillips heads and some of them don't. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's what it is. It doesn't really matter, but it sort of does. The ones that don't have Phillips head are this one and then the two for the window here. So this is just me being like really particular and wanting to do it as close to, I mean, I would not crank down on the window ones either. Not with an impact, because it's glass and stuff. So we're gonna run them in with this. But I'm actually going to tighten it with a ratchet, just so I know how tight I'm getting it. This is not really going in straight. It's there so we can swap this out. Come on, dude. Making a video, man. All right, that should be good enough. Pull this off. Get Mr. Ratchet here. Make sure it's snug and stuff, but not extremely tight. Well, it's actually a plastic. So the plastic, on my Xterra window, the plastic is actually molded around the window. So when you screw anything into it, you could technically crack the window. The plastic clip sits on a mold, but you're actually bolting into the bottom part. So you probably aren't going to do as much damage going that route. But so we're all good there. Go ahead and pull this back, push that through there. We're going to get this adhesive stuff going. It's not going to sit exactly perfect. Just try to get it on there. You don't need to like squirt some and hold it and let it dry. When we press the door panel back on, everything will be fine. But just take this and squirt, right along where this stuff was. You can put it on here. You can put it on the door. It doesn't matter. Just get it on there. This stuff is very messy, but it's really cool because when it dries, it's like, it's not sticky necessarily. It's just like squirting plastic on you. It doesn't burn or anything. This side's actually coming out better than the driver's. Just get it in there like that. Maybe put a little extra up here. So I've got some more. I lost a cap, so once this day is done, I will no longer have a use for this ever again. It will completely dry up, so I might as well just go to town on it. Cool, good enough. Alright, so now we just got the door panel. Careful when you put this back in. You want these to line up as best as possible, because the older your Frontier or whatever vehicle you try this in, you will run into some issues of plastic gets very brittle and it will snap if you bend it. Put this down in there like so, and just gently push that in. Boy, this is easy, isn't it? Well, I forgot this dang bracket, so let's take it back off. Always something. But when you get in a hurry, that's what happens. So it's nobody else's fault but ours. When you take this off, if you lay it down exactly how it came off the door, it'll keep you from having to figure out, like, is it this way, is it that way? Of course, if you've worked on cars before, you know things like that. One of the videos I watched on this, or articles or something, guy ranked it as his ranking system, he called it it said level, difficulty level or something. He rated it 2 beers. I thought that was a pretty good assessment. 2 beers. Not in there. Now it is. Okay. Them holes. I got holes. Cool. This just clips right back on. We got 2 bolts that go there though. Oh, it's right there. Do I have a magnet? run away. By the way, I meant to ask, did you have a good week? Hope so. Hope you had a fantastic week. Hope life's treating you good. Hope God is blessing you beyond measure. If he's not, then put something in the comments. We'll pray for you. Boom, coming together like something that comes together. Two more clips. It doesn't matter which one we do first, but we did take that one out first, so that goes in first. All right, Roger, if you made it this far, you're a boss. Or Sally, or all, you know, girls too. You're good to go. I have not had windows on the driver or the passenger side that worked. I'm not even kidding. At least 4 months, maybe 5 months. So my biggest worry, I was gonna get pulled over by a cop, and I'm like, I can't roll my window down, dude. Don't, you know, if I open the door, don't shoot me. But anyways, we're cool. We ain't gotta worry about that. Got any questions? Don't comment. Somebody will help you, I'll help you, or watch about 1,000 more of these, because there are plenty more videos. Good job. Good luck. Okay, 5:11. That's 22 minutes exactly that we got this thing done. That's awesome. That just lets you know it's really not that big of a deal. Don't sweat it. Don't pay nobody to do it either. Gosh, save some money, man. Take you a little Saturday morning or whatever, Friday night, have your neighbor over, have a good time, you know, get it done. Be proud of yourself.